yesterday.
He will be, because it's scorching.
Yeah. Double 14 for the first leg. What a great start from Anton, who's put in a couple of really big finishes this week of 161 and 144.
But
then he has to play that person anyway. I wouldn't be shocked. Nothing shocks me in darts anymore. Not even that.
Oh, a 121 and a 138 in this game for 2-2. Will he get a chance at that 120? He will. He might be about to make the flying star fall. It's for his first win since his first game yesterday, where he won 4-0.
80.
You can see where he was throwing it from, all the way down to the right-hand side, and it just goes to show that he does have darts in the way of tops when he has got a dart in the single. Double one, and it's a good win for Benjamin Drurios because he needs 5 from 5 to stand any chance of getting through this group today. As for Anton, it was a good performance, but unfortunately, finishes of 121 and 138 weren't good enough, and indeed, he was 3 from 4, which wasn't good enough. Double 10.
Game on the third
There
leg.
you can see, even if he's outside that double, he's not going to block it. He's going to get a look at the 132. And he's going to have to go the bull route. Because it looks like tops is going to be left by Mindaugas. A wonderful approach. Full use of that treble 19 in this fifth leg. Well, that's actually not in the way. He would have had a pretty good sighter at the bullseye had he found the 57, but he doesn't.
40.
So Mindy goes for 8 points in the table and gets it. Ruthless on the doubles at points. And the Lithuanian wins, funnily enough, with an average in this game of 79.97, which is 1/100th of a point below his weekly average. Double 12. This time he takes the chance, and that's really good. Well, this is for the match. He's not going to go double-double again. That's interesting. He's playing this game straight down the line. He's not deviating from his game plan.
And it's definitely a game plan. That's a beautiful first start.
54.
He's had chances.
Yeah, 6 of them.
And Connor's about to have his 6th dart at a double. And that's the difference. Because Connor Heenahan gets 6 darts at a double and hits 4, whereas Rhys Griffin gets 6 darts at a double and only hits the 1. There wasn't a great deal between them in the averages. That is a really good, solid performance from your leader at the top of the table. But his buffer is now 2 points at the top, and his leg difference buffer is a good 7 legs all of a sudden because of that 4-1 victory. You're watching Pee-wee. Been a long time, pal. Miss you. Bullseye for Ben. Oh, that's nice. And that's going to make Leighton feel a bit salty. Maybe not.
24.
Hasn't missed a double. Doesn't miss a double.
Not
the first time we've seen 4 out of 4 from someone, but that is a huge result for the Flying Star because now he goes to 16 points, and because he's won 4-0, he's second in the table. We've been lauding him a bit the last couple of days, saying the potential's there, but he does miss a few doubles. And Connor does not miss there. That's a classy finish.
Oh, what a time to get a break back.
Same route. Same result. 3-2 to the Swede. And all of a sudden, you've got two people in the practice room licking their lips. He does have the biggest finish of the week, does Anton, 161. Oh, no. Oh, no, Connor. What?
Shot.
What on earth?
Ostlund.
That has just shook this place. Conor Heenan did everything right. He survived one match start in the previous leg, but he does not survive the 164. He does get it right. 3-1 to the Welshman, playing very decent stuff here. Average of 90.65.
Race requires 60.
Double top. Hasn't been kind yet. But now it is.
And the match.
A great victory for the Welshman. Second of the week against the Lithuanian. And after 2 rounds of play, we have a really interesting table.
Give me a nice ploughman's in the summer.
Plough the field, Connor.
145.
That was close.
Benjamin, you require 120.
That was for the first bit of fishing for the week. No shot at Shanghai.
100.
For Benjamin.
Connor, you require 25.
25. One of the most common finishes that these people will go for, and it's level at 1-1. This game could be so different if the tops is hit. It's only going to happen again to Conor Heenan. What has he done to these guys from Scandinavia? They're picking him apart.
Ooh, went for the 2 treble 19s and tops.
46.
Double 10 to wrap it up. Full 3.
He does.
And the match.
Undefeated today. 3 from 3 for Benjamin Drews. It's another decent average as well, 87.33. The doubles were very accomplished. He's polishing off all of the games today with very good stuff. To be 2-2. Another one of those. Oh, that's a bright spark, isn't it? That's a little bit of flamboyance from Boom Boom. And that made him feel good.
Absolutely.
But where have we seen 100 for Leighton Bennett before? In this game.
Yeah, on tops. Will he get a go?
He will not.
And the match.
Huge check out there of 110 for Rhys Griffin. It smiles from Bennett because he played so much better in that game. Averaged just under 84, but the 89-11 and the 36% on the doubles. It just gets Rhys across the line. And now he's top of the table on points. He has a 2-point cushion going into round number 4. But another 110 finish. This time a different way. But still taken. Loves a finish.
Anton, you require 112.
Well, I used to go that way.
Used to?
Yeah. Yeah, long time ago. I thought that was the best route. Probably because I don't like double 19, I suppose.
100. Mindauskis, you require 60.
Double top.
But I realised I potentially preferred it to the ball.
40.
Ostlund likes a 4-0. He got one yesterday.
12.
And that was against Leighton Bennett. That was his first win of the day yesterday. And it was his last one before he beat Conor Heenan. Is he doubling down today?
Game.
Yes, he is.
And the match.
What a fine performance that was from Anton Ostlund of Sweden, because he did score very, very steadily throughout. 6-ton plus throws, a couple of ton 40 throws as well, with a couple of maximums in lots of different ways. Look at this dart. Look how much that is across the line.
On the third leg,
so he has to make an adjustment down.
72.
Should get at least 1 dart at a double here. He's going to get 2 at double 6. Leighton Bennett, can he be a big, big spoiler?
No score.
No, he's bust.
I'd like to say that hasn't happened this week, but it's happened multiple times on 6s and 10s. This would be daylight robbery.
72.
But now, here's the problem with busting the score. He's coming back for a 2-darter again when it could have been 3 darts at a double. Same scenario. What does he do differently this time? That's what he does differently. He actually hits it. And that throws the cat amongst the pigeons when it comes to the top of the table race. It's a first win of the day for Leighton Bennett. And if we just can disperse with the top of the table clash at the minute, that means that everybody has won at least one game per day. I didn't see that coming. How about double 12?
Game shot on the third leg. Mindauskis, Sparowskis.
That one leaves everybody a little bit speechless because we all thought it was going to be 2-1 to Benjamin.
Game on. When you require
Benjamin
4.
is starting to miss doubles. This is very similar to what we saw yesterday.
2. Mindauskis, you require 100.
Well, it's table pressure at the moment.
Game
Oh,
shot on the fourth
wow,
leg.
what a finish that is.
Sparowskis.
Second one of those we've seen today. You're off to the NFL soon, aren't you, mate?
All being well. Didn't get to go to Pittsburgh to see Steelers Ravens last year. I was devastated.
18.
Had tickets and everything. Now, I like this. Change of play, but it's got to go.
Was he going for a 6 or was he going for a 10?
Was he going for a 16 or an 8 in the previous leg? Mindy needs tops.
Game
and
shot
gets tops.
And a match, Mindauskis, Sparowskis.
Well, this is not following the script. The first defeat of the day for Benjamin Drurius. And now he has to stay on 18 points and watch to see if Rhys Griffin can win the group in the next game against Anton Östlund. Any loss in this game invites the other two in. Losing by a distance offers them even more.
Anton Östlund.
Another finish of over 100 to add to his collection. Feels like they've all been big since then. Double 8. Östlund, the ultimate spoiler, has just caused carnage again in round 4. All of the top 3 lose in round 4.
And then the darts to win it.
It's got to go.
18.
It doesn't.
Mindauskis, you require
He's
16.
left very frustrated.
Game shot
More so
leg.
because he's
Mindauskis,
behind
Sparowskis.
again. And now Mindy has got 2 chances. Penny might be dropping for Connor.
And that's not the right shot on 88. Not with 3 in hand. He's denied himself a dart at the ball.
Connor
For the match.
120.
We've seen some skin savers this week. This will be up there with the best of them.
80.
Well, you imagine
Mindauskis,
he
you
then
require
went on to
40.
win the group after taking that out.
Double top.
No score.
Isn't found.
Connor, you
Heenahan
require 40.
clinging on like Sylvester Stallone in Cliffhanger. And wins the match.
And the match, Connor Heenahan.
So there it is. He sets the clubhouse lead of 20 points and a leg difference of plus 14.
Preparation for Group C. It's a little bit of a later start, 1 o'clock, so that's a benefit to the players. They get a chance to have a good bit of rest before tomorrow. Anton would like to continue playing today, I should imagine.
I wouldn't be surprised. He wins this match, he's going to be the player of the day. Bullseye. Vintage Leighton Bennett. You don't say that about a 17-year-old very often. Well, that's the kind of stuff he used to do all the time.
And a fabulous smile to boot.
To throw first.
Wonderful. Works.
96.
Double 18. Welcome back, Leighton.
And the match, Leighton
Stunning performance. One of the best of the entire week. And even Anton, who was having the day of his MODUS Super Series life, Well, they're going to meet again over the next couple of days, but if you're going to leave a group with a smile and go into a different group, that's the way to do it. A dart or a visit behind at the minute. Benjamin is cruising.
Oh, and you... Ooh.
120.
The rare times you do see the double 17.
150.
And he is a throw behind when you look at the averages, Nico.
Yes, 13 between them.
131.
Make your mind up, time.
34.
Good choice.
Game
Fine hit. 3-0 Benjamin, and right now there might be a smile on the face of Conor Heenahan.
$105. 45. Benjamin, you require 36.
Zero pressure.
Game
and
shot.
finds the target.
Benjamin
and the
Bruce.
most comprehensive of victories for Benjamin, winning 4 legs to 0 with a 93.94 average.
Chris, thank you very much indeed. Well, I think I've rethought what I was going to say to you up here about 5 times today, but in the end, Conor Heenahan getting through. Reece is going to be obviously disappointed with that last one.
Of course he is. He found himself in a very attacking position when it came to that last round of fixtures. Obviously, it didn't go his way, but I think you should be very happy with the way that he challenged in the end. It's always difficult when you are in a position to succeed and you don't, but be proud of the fact that you got close. And now there's another challenge coming up, and it's more doable, let's put it that way, because it's now 3 spots in Group B over the next couple of nights.
You're seeking a lot of advice from people for playing in this competition, but can you almost not know what it's like until you're put in that type of scenario? That's
sport. In fact, that's life. You've got to put yourself under these pressure situations to grow and to blossom into the player that you are going to become. But ultimately, I think if you don't put yourself under pressure, you're not going to figure out what it's all about in the end.
Well, let's have a look then at the results from today's action. 15 games, littered with drama, littered with pretty much anything and everything. And as you can see there, everything twisted, everything turned, and nothing was decided up until the very, very last. And Reece Griffin, well, he had not just one, but it was 2 opportunities, wasn't it? Because if he got the better Anton there, he would have won the group.
Yeah, that's going to put an extra bit of salt in the wound, unfortunately. But sometimes we have seen people progress through Group A or B or C situations when it hasn't been in their hands, or indeed, I remember even Matthew Edgar once was in a really commanding position in Group C in Southampton, and he lost his last 2 games. Had he won one of those, he would have gone through. It does happen now and again. Today, it's easy for me to say this, but it's one of the most thrilling Wednesdays I've seen, because that 4th round where all of the top 3 lost, we were just sitting back in our chairs in the commentary box thinking, you can't predict this, and that makes for great drama.
Well, let's round up the story of the day then, because the victory we thought may have sealed it for Griffin was against Leighton Bennett, who himself had a much an improvement today than he did on the previous couple of games. We can see Reece take out this 110 to get the better of him. And in moments like this is when you thought that the tide was going to turn.
Yeah, I think so. When you can do that in a last leg decider, you think to yourself, there's nothing that's going to stop me today. But that's the beauty of this format. You might win that match, but the next match comes along in maybe 20 minutes, an hour's time. A lot can happen within 20 or 60 minutes. And mentalities change, pressures change, temperatures change. It's a battle for the fittest, and it's more of a marathon than a sprint.
As far as Leighton Bennett is concerned, again, treating us to some good performances, some good finishing. But the one thing, I don't know about you, I've been most impressed with has been his temperament, because we've seen players with vast more experience lose it under this kind of pressure when results don't go their way. But the way he's managed to keep it all together for such a young man, he's got to take a lot of compliments on that.
Yeah, I get the feeling that he's either got an older head on young shoulders these days, or he's starting to learn what he needs to do to get back to where he wants to be. And as far as the way he's conducted himself the last 3 days, I applaud him. Secondly, I love the way he has either taken advice from somebody else or listened to what me and Chris were saying in commentary about his rhythm, because today he was head and shoulders above what he was doing the last couple of days. And the smile on his face when he beat Anton there. And if you look at the way that Anton congratulated him as well, that was classy. That was a great performance, and that will definitely help him tomorrow afternoon.
As far as Anton Osland is concerned, we knew that there were signs in the locker. He certainly showed it today, and ultimately he's kind of sealed all this.
Yeah, he's a good player. I think we all know it. The signs are there. The big finishes were very flashy. But today, with 3 wins from a possible 5, there's definitely a possibility of him cooking the rest of the crew in Group C. I think he's definitely one to watch.
We're at the midway point of our week now. 3 days of 6 has been completed, and this is how the tournament bracket is going to work out for the next couple of days. Conor Heenahan has got a couple of days off. He's the winner of Group A, and we can now have a look at the breakdowns of Group B and C. And tomorrow night, we've got one of the most exciting young talents in the sport, Grace the Super Series stage. Owen Bates is going to be here alongside a 10-time world champion in Trina Gulliver. Harry Gregory is going to join us as well. Benjamin Drew Roos and Rhys Griffin obviously will drop down from Group B. As far as Group C is concerned, that's going to be our focus and the centre of attention on Thursday and Friday afternoon. Joe Croft's going to be our ADC qualifier, and he's going to be joined by David Vazutsky and Ryan Harrington alongside our 3 Group A players to make up that particular group.